Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Tuesday, July 25th, 2023. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with last night's Monday Night Raw broadcast live on the USA Network from the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. In the final segment, WWE World Champion Seth Rollins was attacked by the Judgment Day after Rollins and Judgment Day member Finn Balor signed their contract to meet for the title at SummerSlam.
Rollins will never back down, but maybe tonight he should have.
The vultures of the Judgment Day feast on the World Heavyweight Champion.
Priest hoisting Rollins high, razor's edge. And the champion is absolutely being mauled. Frog splash by Dirty Dom. And this could be the scene in Detroit. Coup de grace through the heart of the World Heavyweight Champion.
Sami Zayn attempted to make the save, but was also laid out by the Judgment Day. Earlier in the evening, Zayn failed in his attempt to win Dominic Mysterio's NXT North American title, getting pinned by Mysterio after being distracted by a Judgment Day attack on his tag team partner Kevin Owens. Fightful reported on Monday night that Owens was suffering from an undisclosed injury. Dave Meltzer reported on Tuesday's Wrestling Observer Radio that Owens has been working for an indeterminate amount of time with a fractured rib. Cody Rhodes cut an in-ring promo aimed at Brock Lesnar leading into their match at SummerSlam on August 5th.
Brock Lesnar, I don't want to just beat you at SummerSlam because of the positive ramifications it would have on my career and my livelihood. I don't want to just beat you at SummerSlam because you made it personal when you broke my arm. I want to beat you at SummerSlam because it's what you deserve.
Lesnar was announced as appearing on next week's show. Logan Paul made an appearance to accept the challenge laid down by Ricochet for a match at SummerSlam. The segment also saw Paul and Ricochet get physical, with Paul attacking Ricochet from behind, then being fought off. WWE World Women's Champion Rhea Ripley attacked Liv Morgan before their non-title bout, throwing her shoulder first into the barricade outside the ring, and then Pillmanizing Morgan's shoulder with a steel chair twice.
Oh no.
Rhea, enough is enough. He's going to end Morgan's career.
After the show in a WWE digital exclusive, Lyra Valkyria challenged Ripley for the women's title tonight on NXT. Drew McIntyre defeated Ludwig Kaiser. After the match, all of Imperium jumped McIntyre until Matt Riddle tried to make the save. After beating Riddle down, Gunther attempted to powerbomb McIntyre through a table, but he reversed it and back body dropped the Intercontinental Champion through it.
Countered by Drew.
McIntyre! Oh, Gunther to the table! The ring general to the table!
McIntyre and Gunther will meet at SummerSlam. The show opened with Becky Lynch defeating Zoe Stark. As a result, Lynch will now take on Trish Stratus at SummerSlam. In other results, Bronson Reed topped Tommaso Ciampa, and Damian Priest pinned Apollo Crews. In ratings news, WWE SmackDown's live broadcast on FS1 last Friday night drew an average audience of 1.230 million, according to WrestleNomics. The episode was moved from its usual Fox platform due to the network's contractual obligations to FIFA's Women's World Cup. The total audience marked a 36% increase from the 902,000 that tuned in the last time SmackDown aired on FS1 back on December 2nd of last year. The rating in the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic was .36, representing 474,000 viewers, and up 44% from the .25 key demo rating for the December 2nd FS1 episode of SmackDown. Both the total audience and key demo rating were the highest ever received for SmackDown on FS1. AEW Rampage drew an audience of 415,000 viewers to TNT last Friday night, according to WrestleNomics. That total is up 1/3 from the previous week's viewership of 310,000. The rating in the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic was .11, representing 143,000 viewers, and up from the previous week's .10 key demo rating. In more WWE news, the company set new records for last weekend's house shows in Mexico, according to an official statement put out yesterday. WWE Saturday Night Show in Mexico City was the highest attending and highest grossing event ever held at the Arena Ciudad and boasted the highest ever merchandise sales for WWE in Mexico City. Both the Mexico City show and Sunday Night Show at Arena Monterrey were WWE's two highest attended and highest grossing live events in Mexico since 2011. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.